Okay, thank you for joining us in this weekly connection. We are on portion Vaetchanan, volume 22 in the English, page 8. Is Ellen able to read for us?
Yes, I'm here. We hear from Rabbi Yossi that Rav Hamnuna Saba said, anyone who does not keep his eyes lowered or closed during prayer will not see the light of the Shekhinah when he dies, nor will he die by a kiss. Whoever stands in prayer should first praise God and then offer his own prayer, and his prayer should unify night and day.
תחזה מן דכאם בצלותה באה לכוונה, רגלו וכמוה ובאה לכפיה. רשע כמן דכאם קמה מלכה. ובאה למכסיה עינוי בגין, דלה הסתכל בשכינתה ובספרה דרב אמנונה סבה אמר, מן דפקח עינוי בשעתה דצלותה או, דלה מאיך עינוי בהרעה. אקדימה למלאך המוות וחד טיפוק נפשה לה. יסתכל בנהירות שכינתה ולה ימוד בנשיקה. מן דמזלזל בשכינתה מתזלזל הוא בהוא שעתה דהצטרך בהידקטיב כי מכבדי אכבד ובוזי יקלו.
Come and see, whoever stands in prayer should straighten his legs, which has already been explained. He should cover his head as one standing before the king and cover his eyes so not to behold the Shekhinah. In his book, Rav Hamnuna Saba said, whoever opens his eyes during prayer does not lower his eyes to the ground. The angel of death comes to him earlier. When his soul goes out, when he departs from the world, he will not see the light of the Shekhinah nor die by a kiss. Whoever treats the Shekhinah lightly is treated lightly when he needs her. This is the meaning of, for them that honor me, I will honor, and they that despise me shall be lightly esteemed.
ההיא מן דהסתכל בשכינתה בשעתה דהיהו מצלה, ואיך יכיל להסתכלה בשכינתה, אלא לינדה דוודאי שכינתה קיימה, קמא הידקטיב ויסב חזקיהו פניו אל הקיר, דתמן שערי שכינתה, וגימל כף לה בעיה למהווה חוצץ בינו ובין הקיר והוקמוה.
You talk about he who beholds the Shekhinah when he prays, yet how can he look at the Shekhinah? And he answers, it means knowing the Shekhinah is surely before him when he prays. Hence, he must not open his eyes. This is the meaning of, then Hezekiah turned his face toward the wall, where the Shekhinah rested. For that reason, there must be nothing between him and the wall when he prays. This has already been explained.
מן דכאם בצלותה באה לסדרה שבחה דמערה בקדמתה. ולבטר יתבע באותה דה משה אחי אמר בקדמתה. אתה הכילותה וגומר ולבסוף אעברה וגומר. רבי יהודה אמר מה איש נא החד הכתיב אדוני בקדמתה באלף דלת נון יוד. ולבסוף י' ד' ו' ד', וקרנן אלוקים אלא סידורה הכי הוא, מיתתה לילה ולהכללה מידת יום בלילה ומידת לילה ביום, ולזווגה קולה כחדה קטקט יאות.
Whoever stands in prayer should first arrange the praise of his master and then recite his own prayer. For this is what Moses said first, you have begun. And at last he recited his prayer, I pray you, let me go over. Rabbi Yehuda said, what is the difference here in first saying Adonai spelled, should I say these letters?
Yeah, that's fine.
Aleph, Dalet, Nun, Yud, and then Yud, He, Vav, He. which we pronounce Elohim, namely Adonai Elohim, you have begun. He answers, the order is so from below upward, since Adonai is Malchut and Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh is Zer and Pin. He said it so in order to include the quality of day with night and the quality of night with day and unify everything together properly. The quality of day is Zer and Pin, and the quality of night is Malchut.
Thank you. Okay, so what are we talking about? What's the subject of today? Which connects us basically to the title. It doesn't always happen in this way. The title of this portion, Vaetchanan. Not at the same time, please. Okay, so the word that was repeated multiple times was prayer, right? Now, I don't see all of you, so I can't really tell by the raise of hand who prays. Raise your hand. Let me see if I can see. Hold on 1 second. View, gallery. Oh, here we go. Look at that. It's beautiful. Can you all see everybody like on the screen? Like I do? Okay, great. So everybody prays, yes? Who doesn't pray? Raise your hand if you don't pray. If you do not pray. Okay, so what is the purpose of praying? Why do you pray? Why would you pray? Hillary, why would you pray? First thing that comes to your mind.
I would say for me personally, it's my time to connect with the Creator and just start my day that way.
So what would you ask the Creator? You're connected. Now that you dialed in, what are you, like he's in front of you. He, she, whatever, you know, with the pronouns today, we don't want to take any risk. So what would you say? What would you ask for?
Or what are my thoughts? I don't know. I want to be a good person. I don't want to, I don't want to have a fight with anybody today. I pray that I ask that my kids and Alan are,
So you're praying for your kids. When is the last time you prayed for your kids?
This morning.
Because something happened or just general?
In general, but I do ask if something happens, yeah. So
give us an example. It's just to educate all of us.
What, for my kids?
Yeah, something in particular, like something happened, like let's say they had a fight and they don't want to talk to each other, and you go and you pray to the Creator, please make peace between them.
And as you know, I did for a long time, and they made peace.
Good.
Yeah.
So what was this morning?
Well,
you don't have to share, by the way. You can choose something.
I can share. I don't care. I mean, I spend enough time with all of you people on the phone. So Ruben, again, it's always sadly about Ruben. Ruben, my oldest, his contract came to an end last Friday. So, I asked the Creator, to be kind, or to look after him, and hopefully he'll find something else, and he'll be okay.
Very good. So when we're praying for Ruben, or any other example like that, that was a perfect example. The wish is that we would see the result in our lifetime, right?
Mhm.
Because the concern is right now. The worry is right now.
Mhm.
The rift, the fight, the discord, the illness, whatever it is that we're praying for, it is right now. But if we are to study the power of prayer, we are also to understand that every single prayer has been answered. When we pray, every single one of our prayer has been answered. So one would ask, I prayed this morning, to win the lottery of, the 1 billion ticket, and I didn't win. There was like these guys, I don't know what state they won it. Was it Missouri or something? Like, who lives in Missouri? I know we have a few on the call. I don't know if it was Missouri or Minnesota or something like, I can't even fathom the idea of like, what is $1 billion, right?
It was Illinois, Yehuda. Sorry.
Illinois, thank you, neighbors. And so think about it, how many people prayed to win the lottery? So what are you saying, that all those people that prayed for the lottery are going to win the lottery, or they already won the lottery? That's not what I'm saying. So behind the lottery, there is, things that sort of like have to be in place, put into context and perspective. When a person is winning the lottery, it means money in our physical reality. In the spiritual realm, it just means energy, because money gives you what? It gives you freedom, it gives you power, it gives you what else? Like, those are the first two things that come to my mind. Power to do things, to be able to travel, and freedom to just call it quit wherever it is that you're working 9 to 5 or whatever, it is that your situation that you're in. This is what I'm thinking when you're thinking about winning the lottery. It gives you the freedom and power to do whatever you want. So the way that we're praying for things is not necessarily the way that the universe can deliver it. It's not going to deliver. It's not like you're going to the restaurant and I'd like, steak with whatever, steak au poivre. And the server brings you steak au poivre. And if the server brings you a steak au poivre cooked the way that you asked for, it's going to make you happy. But if there is like a little mistake, like you forgot something, it's going to make you unhappy and you're going to complain about it. And we are very good at complaining to the Creator. Look, I prayed for X, Y, and Z, and I didn't get exactly what I wanted. The thing is that whatever is in the physical is very finite, is very ending, is very five senses. And so this is why it touches also a lot this concept that the Zohar talks about. When you pray, you need to close your eyes so that you can experience the Shekhinah. I mean, it goes into a very morbid aspect of the explanation, and I don't need to go into that because it's rarely to be taken literally. But really what that means is that the answer to our prayers is not in the physical manifestation. If it is in the physical manifestation, great. But for somebody that elevates in consciousness through prayer and positive action and let go and forgiving and compassion, for that person, whatever it is that they're going to, we mentioned it also last week, whatever is going to be manifested in their reality is going to be in response to their level of consciousness. When we are expecting the physical to rule the answer of our prayers, this is what holds us back. And this is a big difference between somebody who is spiritual, or should we call it like a righteous, and somebody who is not righteous. I don't want to call it like the opposite would be wicked. We're not wicked people, we're not bad people, but we're not righteous. And it says that the prayers of the righteous are being answered immediately. It's as if you had like the genie bottle, right? And you make a wish, the genie comes out and just answers the prayer of this righteous. Imagine a righteous like Rabbi Shimon, for example, or any righteous that you can think of. They were on the level that, of course, things, human beings, love, care, de'aga, meant a lot to them, but at the same time, they were completely detached from the physical manifestation. And because they were completely detached from the level of expectation, the universe would deliver to them what was needed and beyond immediately. So there is a sign, or there is a lesson, tremendous lesson here about the power of prayer and how to accomplish it. The power of prayer is in the word of Vaetchanan. It's to get into a level where you are literally begging for something, but at the same time, willing to let it go as if it never gonna happen in this lifetime. How can you be in those two places at the same time? Like my mind is like struggling to just try to process what I just said. You need to be in a place, not that you ask or pray, that you need to beg with all your heart, with all your passion and desire for what it is that you're praying for, and at the same time, completely surrender to the universe to deliver whenever the light, the God or the universe finds it fit to deliver it to me. If you want, and if you think that right now is when I need to get it, bring it on. If you think that it needs to be in 3 lifetimes, I'm fine with it. And that is in direct conflict with us, low consciousness people. We are low consciousness people. Why? Because we are result oriented. We are result oriented. We have an agenda. We have strong desires. If you're going to pray for something, you're going to hope that to the universe, that God, that the light is going to deliver right away. Make me healthy again. Help me find the soulmate. How much can I share? How much can I volunteer? How much can I do charity? How much can I be selfless so that I can deserve what is owed to me? We are entitled creatures. Human beings in general are entitled creatures. And it's okay to begin from there and at least understand and accept that. And maybe in some aspect of my life, some aspect of my prayer, and realizing, accepting for myself and acknowledging that I am kind of selfish, that I have an agenda, that I'm not completely selfless. But knowing that can lead me to the next level. What is the next level of my consciousness? Is that I don't want to pray less. I do not want to pray less. On the contrary, I want to get from the level of prayer to the level of Vaetchanan. The level of Vaetchanan is more than just a prayer. It's a level that a person, this is why, like, the concept of, fake it until you make it. And so this is why you see like the religious Jews, like the ultra, when you go on Rosh Hashanah or Yom Kippur, they're all, I don't know if it's acted or forced, or you suddenly see all of them crying with tears, crying to tears and beating themselves up, asking for forgiveness and praying for and by the way, I mean, for those that have been doing the prayer on Yom Kippur, the list of the things that we're asking for is endless. And we keep repeating it over and over and over again. Fake it until you make it. We need to get to the level of Vaetchanan. We are actually begging to our core. If you want to exercise crying for it, a lot of teachers in the religious world would tell you it is good to cry when you pray. Why? It's not because they want you to be sad, but they want indirectly, not necessarily knowing the consciousness behind it, bringing us to the level of Vaetchanan, which is begging for something that we want so badly down to our core that it's going to open the gate of tears. There is such a gate in the upper world that is called the gate of tears. Now, there is no such a gate of sadness or whatnot. It is a gate of Vaetchanan. But at the same time, and this is probably, I don't know if you can, I don't know if I can achieve that level, that we can be on a level of Vaetchanan and at the same time, completely let go of the outcome. And because the righteous is in that level, and it wasn't born in that level, it is something that they've worked on very hard in this lifetime and previous lifetimes, and then they woke up in this lifetime and they were righteous. And this is rarely happening to somebody because they're just born innate with it. It is a work, it is a job of a human being that has been working on himself or herself for lifetimes. And so I would consider us righteous of our generation. Why? Because majority of our population of Earth, they're not even interested to be in a class like that, talking about self-improvement, removing chaos from the world. They're not interested. They just think about themselves. They're on the lowest of the lowest of the lowest of the level of nefesh. So us, we've been at it for years now, working on it, working on ourselves, sharing, praying, connecting, improving what it is that we can. And hopefully the road is not ending here for anybody, because it keeps on going on for this lifetime and the next. God knows, maybe in the next life, all of you, all of us are going to wake up and we will be righteous. That it would be natural to us to actually be on the level of Vaetchanan and totally let go of the outcome. I pray, I beg for it, and at the same time, I have total faith and trust in the universe to deliver it when the time has come. And that is why the righteous prayers are being answered right away, and our prayers take a little bit more time. Why? Because we inject time with our earthly desires and with our doubts, with our emotions, with our frustration, and all the rest. I don't need to list all of them. But you basically get the idea. Do I have any questions? Okay. So I just want to make a short announcement that's hasn't come easily. For personal reason, I am announcing tonight the end of our class, and I'd like to thank all of you for being part of these sessions for all these months and years together with me. I don't know what the future has on hold for us, but for now I am ending this class. So again, it was a pleasure to have each and every single one of you. I'm not ending my meetings. I'm still working at the Kabbalah Center in case people are starting to run some like rumors. There are no rumors to run around. I'm still working on the center, and I'm still a chevre, and I'm still doing the job that I'm doing. And I'm still going to continue meeting with you guys or those that are interested to meet one-on-one. So this is an announcement just about this class. Okay, any comments or something you'd like to say?
Yes,
I'm disappointed.
I understand. I'm with you.
I'm very sad.
Mhm.
Oh
Me
my.
Me too.
All of the times that you've been here with us, it's been a blessing each and every time.
Thank you, Ellen.
Yeah, totally agree with you, Alan.
Thank you, Yehuda.
You're very welcome.
Merci beaucoup.
De rien. All the best, my friends.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Yehuda. Thanks.
A big on Monday.
Bye-bye.
À bientôt.